Welcome everyone to episode 6 of Frankenmuth. We are down to the store. We have a few plans for this episode. One of them is to get a new silo. So let's just start with that. Which means we can sell off this conveyal thing. Okay, what does it need for repair and repaint? These will add to the value. So, let me add these up because it's not going to actually bill us for them. What does it actually want to sell it for right now? What's the value? 38,000? Or no. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh my gosh, that could have been worse. 463 and 2. That's going to add like 600 bucks to the price. I don't really care. We're just going to sell it off, so I don't have to worry about adding or subtracting things. So 16,010. All right, we got rid of that. Perfect. So, this guy now, since we're down here at the store, if you remember last episode, we bought last year a new fast bale, so this guy can transport that back up to our farm, which is great. And then the other reason I want to be down here is because if we go into the store, go to sales, there's a couple of things in here. This one we can run with our tractor. Our tractor can run this. 60% off for a $35,000 planter. I think that's a pretty good deal. It'll allow us to grow sorghum and soybeans, which we already have, and I guess it also does canola as well, so we could use it to help plant, actually, at the same time. So it'll make us a little bit more efficient, which is great. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that these also do canola. Is that true? I mean, obviously that is for that, but comparatively, if we look at, like, the Nexat... yeah, that guy's normally 182. We're definitely going to pick that up here in a second. Where are the planters? Canola? See, that planter doesn't do canola. Is that just that one planter that does that? Where are the planters at? Planters. That one doesn't do it. That one doesn't do it. Most of these don't do it. That one does canola and sugar beets. That's actually not a bad little deal there. Yeah, that one does canola. Compared to the other ones, it does canola, and it also fertilizes, so it does, it's all great. Just not a direct drill, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. So we're going to pick that up. $35,000, that's great. We're also going to pick this up, because eventually I want to get this anyways. And now that we have a planter, we can grow corn. I have a plan for that corn. It's probably on the thumbnail, so I'm sorry, but I have a plan for the corn. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh my gosh, why is it green? Does it cost anything to repaint it? Oh, thank God. Yeah, give me a red header. I don't want a green corn header. Yeah, okay, let's get that. Okay. We just drained our bank, which is the worst thing we probably could have done this year. But let's get this back up to the farm. We need this for our straw baling because we're going to do some barley and stuff like that. So what's going to happen? I am off camera. Oh my God, why did you try to pass me? I was literally about to go across. The AI traffic drives me crazy sometimes. Anyhow, as you know from the last episode, we have ourselves 2 barley fields and a canola field. I'm going to get those done off camera. The reason for that is I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream it tomorrow, but this video is not going to come out probably till mid to late next week, so it'll all be pieced together later. It just is what it is, but it's something I can do off camera. So, yeah, then we'll have barley for our chickens, which would be great. Yeah, it's all going to work out. But, yeah, so, well, barley for the chickens. I'll be able to bale the straw, and we can sell the straw off. We don't really need to keep straw right now. And we might put down a bale storage. We also need to get a new, we might have to take out a little bit of a loan this year. This year might be a little rough in terms of finances. We can also... We can't finance the silo, but if we need any other equipment, we can finance it. I do want to get a regular trailer, because that'll help for, like, feeding the chickens, because we can't really transfer the barley back and forth using the trailer we have. So I'll keep an eye out for, like, a trailer to come on sale in here. Otherwise, we'll have to buy one. We don't need a crazy big trailer, honestly. That holds, what, 8,000? I'd like to get a little bit more than that. Well, honestly, $6 grand to buy that. We might just pick up that, just have a super cheap trailer to move around. It's just feeding chickens. 2 loads with that back and forth across the yard. That'll handle it. Oh, and the other thing we can do while you guys are here is... That guy can keep driving for a bit. We're going to sell off this silo. I don't need to buy the new one yet, but I do need to sell this one off because it's going to keep going down in value. So there we go. We sold that off. That gave us a little bit more cash, which is great. Yeah, that's good. So, things are going well. I can't really see the ground, so I don't really want to build anything right now. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But what we can do, I am thinking about selling off this garage here because we really don't use this guy. So we're just going to sell it off right now. It's going to continue to go down in value. It's really not worth very much anyways, but it's 2,300 bucks, so why not? We'll sell that off. There's nothing, I don't park anything in it regularly, nor do we really need the space in there. The only thing I'd park in there is the trucks, but our truck trailer doesn't even fit. It's too long, so yeah, we have plenty of room in here for our truck and trailers and things. We put Nexat stuff in there and out and about in the yard. It doesn't matter that much. And then this big shed that we have over here has plenty of room for if we get some more implements and things like that. So plenty of room in here. But yeah, okay, there we go. We just spent more money than I wanted to. Yeah, and the silo I want to get is like 150,000 because I want to get like this guy because it's 800,000 liters. We could go for one a little bit cheaper. Honestly, we might. Yeah, 125,000. It saves us, I mean, it only saves us, what, 22,000 bucks, but at this point, that's quite a bit. And honestly, 500,000 liters is plenty for what we're harvesting. I don't think we're going to go over that anytime remotely soon. So we'll probably put it in here. We also might consider putting it in here. The other thing I really want to get this year, which we may just have to put it off another year, is I really wanted to get this guy right here, the lime station. It's only 26,000, so we probably will get it. We'll see though. I don't want to drive us into too much debt, but anyhow, it'll be nice when we have to stop, or we don't have to worry about buying chicken food anymore because we have our own. But anyhow, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get through the harvest and everything. I'll probably bring you back in before that's completely over, but I'll get through some of that stuff and I'll bring you guys back in the future. So I'll see you guys later. All right, we are back a little early here, a little earlier than I thought. Our chickens are producing eggs like crazy. I just keep throwing them over there. They are doing great. They're also eating a crap ton of food. I had to buy another $24,000 worth of food for them, and they're already just cooking through that. Good Lord, I'm probably gonna have to buy. We're probably gonna spend $100,000 buying food for these stupid chickens this year until we get to where we can actually harvest. Which barley, we gotta make it to. Excuse me, we gotta make it to June to harvest the barley. Good gravy. Goodness. Yes, as you know, we bought a planter. We're going to get some corn going this year. It's time to plant it. I was hoping that someone around us would plant corn. I was hoping that they would put it in this field, or I'd even take that one. This one had corn last year, which is stupid. They're changing it up. But there's no corn around us. So, yeah, there's no corn around us. So I think we're going to buy this field. I think it's small, it's easy. I don't want to invest a lot of money. We're going to do it. Let's do it. I don't even know the condition of that field. Let's see. It has sugar beets on it, which sugar beets actually sell for a crap ton of money in this on this game or on this map. But yeah, let's see. Needs lime, of course it does. Needs plowing. It doesn't need plowing. Interesting. Fertilize, it is. Weeds doesn't have. We're gonna have to plow it anyways, which is kind of funny. Because well, yeah, our planter is not a direct drill, so we're gonna have to plow it anyways. But yeah, I want to get some corn rolling. You guys have probably seen the thumbnail. I think it's probably gonna have it, but just in case I'm not gonna mention it, you probably have an idea of what we're gonna do here. I need to back that lime spreader up a little more, I think. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plow that field down. I'm actually gonna throw a layer of fertilizer on then. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna plow that field down. Let's get this parked in here. Let's get you plowing. Can't believe I just bought another field. We really can't afford it. Yeah, we really can't afford it. But this is gonna be a rough year. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be good by the end of it, but it's gonna be rough before that. So that's kind of what we got going on. But we have a corn harvest, or we're gonna have a corn harvest. We're gonna have a corn harvest, a barley harvest, and a canola harvest. The canola will probably make about 250,000. The barley we're saving for food. The corn, we'll be lucky to get 100,000 off of it. But this is our field. We're gonna go ahead and let's see how this guy's set up to do this. One around, yeah, that's fine, and then up and down. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, Ataria, he's gonna work on that. I'm gonna get this guy set up to spray fertilizer because after he gets that plowing done, I might as well throw fertilizer out, and then he can lime over it, and then the planter can put the second layer down, then we don't have to worry about that field until harvest, which would be kind of nice. So might as well do that. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm gonna get that done. I just wanted to bring you back in just because things are chaotic here. Oh no, we don't have to fertilize any part of it. It's fully fertilized. That reminds me to make sure I don't put fertilizer in our planter. Okay, well that's beautiful. Never mind. This is... Might as well fold you back up. I totally forgot about that part of things. So yeah, we'll get it plowed. We're gonna put some lime down. Then we're gonna get her planted. That's the plan. And we're not gonna put any fertilizer out. Oh, and it's actually nice out right now, so we can, while I have you guys in here, we don't have the money for it, because I just bought that stupid field. Oh, I'm trying to consider... The loan interest won't be that much. Let's just do it now while we're here. Yeah, we could save a little bit of money if we didn't take the loan out now, but let's just take like 150 worth of loans, and then we're not going to use all of that. And we'll put the lime station down too, because we're probably going to use some of that right now, because I think our lime spreader is pretty much empty. So what am I doing here? Sheds, silos. These are... How big? I don't think... I don't know where I want this yet. We may put down a Bale storage later, but I don't know where I want it right now. Okay, let's take a look. So 400,000. This one's 500,000, which I think is plenty. I think 500,000 is plenty for us. I'm going to put this right... I guess I can move it back a little bit. I kind of want it next to that right there. All right, 125 for that. Let's get our... Oh, let's go back up here. Let's get our container put down for our lime. What was that? Oh, that's a nice little workshop right there. You know what we could do, actually? We could put the workshop somewhere else, and we could sell this building off. We don't park anything in this thing. I mean, it's $32.50. To be fair, I will say selling the silo and selling off that building, I'm sure it was probably more the silo than anything else, because the building's not worth much. I guess that's not worth very much money. Let's just hold on to it. Our fuel tank's over there too, so we probably have to move that. And that's $9,000. Yeah, it's not worth it. I don't know why I'm trying to do stuff with when we don't really need to be doing stuff. So lime station, that can go. Honestly, I'm gonna tuck it back up here, like by the corner. Put it right there. Perfect. Okay. I am gonna do a little landscaping. I know it's not required, but I like to landscape. This is gravel, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, kind of as it should be. It feels like that's a good farmyard kind of. Do I have the? I do have the lock installed. I don't want that wide. Let's do about that wide. Yeah, let's do right across there. Did I get that? Okay, that did. Perfect. This one's already painted in, so actually it might as well get all that up. Maybe just a touch further. There we go. Okay. That's pretty good right there. I'm happy with that. I'm going to put a little bit of grass in. Just put... What kind of grass do we have? Is it this? It's not that grass, so I don't know what else to do. I don't know if that's a real grass then. Okay, let's just put a little bit of grass in. I know this is kind of a waste of money, but it's not really needed, but it makes me feel better about where we're working. Yeah, honestly, that's all we need. Okay. Farmyards, we should get rid of that little area where the silo was, actually. This does bother me quite a bit. Let's get rid of that. This is totally not needed for any reason at all, other than it bothers me. So, let's paint that over that again. Make sure we got all of that. A little bit of mist there. Let's get this to be gravel. There. Okay. And then I'm just going to put some grass over that. Which, again, is really not needed at all, but makes me feel good about myself. So, there we go. Okay. Excellent. This can go chill. This is next job is going to be... What is the next thing we're going to harvest? Should be barley, right? Barley in June. Canola in July. and then corn in October. Good gravy. But at least we'll just keep probably cycling corn on that field since we have the corn equipment, so. But that means that's the next piece of equipment we're going to need. So I'm just going to park this back in the shed for now, and we're going to put another break in. Hopefully I can get a lot of that harvesting and stuff done off camera. That's the goal. I'll get the planting done. You guys know the thing. Know what we're doing. And actually, while you're still here... Oh, I turned off all my icons. I think that's over to the side, isn't it? For the... Yeah, there it is. How much is it for 1,000 liters? 247. So about 500... That's expensive. Good gravy, isn't that? Oh no, okay, it's not too bad. It's a little bit more because it's 450 for 2,000 liters. I thought these were like 200 bucks. But yeah, that's not bad then. Because 1,000 liters is what, 247? Yeah, so it's a little bit more expensive, but not much. Let's do... Should we just do the full... I mean, we might as well. Did I spend all that money I just loaned out? Oh, gosh. All right, let's not do the full thing then. 10,000 liters, perfect. Let's put that in there, and then let's just put another 10,000 liters in there. Perfect. Why do I have my flashlight out? And now it has 20,000 liters in it, which that should be plenty to get that field done. We are going to need to do this field, as I mentioned, but... Or maybe I didn't mention in this episode, but last episode I mentioned we are going to put lime down in this field, but that's a future problem. He's already almost done plowing that, so... Yep, anyhow, I am going to get that stuff done. I will bring you guys back in a little bit. Probably actually towards the end of the year, or maybe during harvest. I'm not sure yet, so I'll see you guys at some point. All right, welcome back in, everyone. It is a beautiful October day. I've done quite a few things that kind of happened. So one thing, I don't think I mentioned this. If I have already in this episode, it's been a while. I did a stream off... What is this over here? Is that just part of the door? Oh no, it's part of the planter hanging out there. I was wondering what that was. I replaced our lime spreader. Just across the board, we got this one. I know this one costs more. So after we got going last time when we got the lime spreader setup going, the one we had, which is this guy, which is designed to do lime, it wouldn't fill up from the silo. So I was fed up with that one. So yeah, I think that's a great piece of equipment, but you have to load manually with pallets into it or big bags into it. So the one we have now is this guy right here, which I know this is quite a bit more, but I just, for the hassle, straight across the table, I just made sure we broke even and got this one. So it just is what it is. Yeah, I was just frustrated with it. I got our corn header back over here. We're going to need to get it repaired and good to go, which this is going to cost us a pretty penny. I also, when I did our baling for straw, had to buy some more nets, so we have a little bit extra in here. But yeah, we're going to need to take out some loans here. We already have a little bit of a loan, actually quite a bit of one, but we're going to be able to pay it all back. I know this is going to go crazy here for a second. We're not going to need all this money, but I'm just going to get it up there for a second for us. So repairing this guy. Good Lord, this is expensive. So $89.79. I have to write these down because I'll subtract them from our account here in a second. Oh, no. Don't repaint it. God, no. Okay, there we go. $89.79. This guy, $604. Let's write that down real quick. And then finally, this guy, the important one, here, the $22.85, because that's the one we just bought. So there we go. That's all important because we're going to get this harvesting our corn. Theoretically. There we go. Get her fired up. Our corn is over there ready to harvest, looking great. Then we'll have to plow that field afterwards. And I have some plans as well. I planted canola on... I need to take care of the weeds, actually, on that field. Oh, I might have forgotten to take care of them. I might have to spray those weeds. I think I forgot to deal with them earlier. I should have dealt with them earlier. That's my bad. Totally forgot about that. But I'll deal with the weeds on that canola field here. But we'll get over to our cornfield. This is the important thing. We need to get this squared away. All right, we'll get this guy. Let's turn the header, or the... There we go, the cabin. Let's hire him to work on that. We got other things we're going to start getting done. Alright, what is he going to do here? He's going to go around that way, it looks like. That's fine. Just want to make sure that he or she, actually it's a she. Yeah, she. Make sure she gets going right. There we go. Okay. And perfect. Okay. She's doing a great job. All right, so she'll start harvesting the corn. We can put a little bit more barley. Our chickens have... I did buy this little trailer as well off camera. It was like $9,000, so it's great. We got a total of 201,000 liters of barley off of our fields. We're already starting to cook through that. You can see we have 150,000 left in there because we're feeding our chickens. Then we have 186,000 liters of canola we got off our one canola field, which is pretty good. So at its best, that'll be in our, it's $250,000 we're going to bring in. Eggs, we're getting a lot of eggs. We have a lot of eggs. At the best price, we're going to get 147,000 worth of eggs. And like they keep, like we're making plenty of eggs. So eggs are great. I'm going to fire that guy down. We need to do some things here at this land. So how much was the chicken coop that we got? I can't remember now. 85,000. I thought about putting in the second one, but I don't think we're going to do that just yet. I just want to make sure I want it right there. So I want to make sure I have space over there on the other side of it. We could probably actually fit 3 in here, but I think 2 is going to be enough to keep up with, to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but I wanted to make sure I had space for that. What we are going to put in is a bale storage facility. This one's holds 50. These ones are some big ones that holds 112, 196. How big is that one? 196. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A pretty small little facility there for being able to do that. And you get them out on the other side too. I don't necessarily like that, but I think if we do, yeah, I think something like right there. And I can make a little road over to the other side. Maybe I don't want it to be like in the ditch there. I can put it over the road. No, I'm just kidding. But like right there, I'm going to do free. Well, we won't do free place. We'll just put it. I want it to be kind of right on the edge there. I think that'll be a good spot for it. Okay. $5,000. No big deal. I could have gone with a slightly bigger one that holds 195. Actually, this one holds more. So never mind. If we go to landscaping now, we can get some gravel up over here towards it. There we go. All right, and on the other side, this is where we take the bales out. Or no, this is actually where we put them in. Sorry. I don't know how I'm going to loop this around. I think I kind of want it to just kind of loop around this way. But also, at a certain point, we're going to buy this field here. When we buy that field, I kind of just want to loop it in this way. And take out a small chunk of this field to kind of work that road in. Because I'm assuming I can't landscape across the ditch. Oh, I can. Never mind. We're going to put a new entrance right in here. Never mind. That makes that easier. That is super helpful that I can do that. Perfect. That's good right there. Okay. Painting. Let's do a little bit of gravel here to get gravelled into that. Okay. And then kind of gravel over to that like there. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. That is great. I really like that. That's actually a bigger entrance than the original one, but that's okay. That's perfect. That could not have gone better. Now in this second kind of half of this area, I have another plan. I think it's under here. Nope, it's not. It's under, then it's under sheds? I don't think it is. Was it under silos? Actually, it might be under silos. Yes, there it is. The corn cribs. I did a video on these recently. We are going to dry out our corn to make some extra money off it. And this is like a perfect thing for like our Midwest kind of farm style here. So I'm kind of toying with how I want to put these in. The in and out is on the front of them there. So I could go like stack, 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 and we could back in to put the corn in. I think that would work out fine. We don't own... Yeah, this is our line of land there. So I don't honestly know how I want to... That's honestly the biggest thing, is just how I want to put these guys in. To be honest. We could do like an angle where like you can drive in and around. That's not a bad idea. How much do these hold? They hold... I can't remember. We need to just place one somewhere. And then we can see kind of how they're doing. Part of me thinks I think we should just place him up this way, up the road that way. Yeah, we'll just do that. Let's do that. Okay, now how much does that hold? It is technically a factory. It holds 40,000 liters of corn. Okay, so I probably want like 4 of them. They're not very expensive, honestly. We could do 4 to 6 is kind of what I'm after. I think 4 would be good. If I put another one kind of right there, we could do... That other one's not quite. Actually, I do want to... I think I can demolish that one for, yeah, for the price I paid for it. I'm going to try to get these more in line with the kind of with the ditch there. I want them to kind of be parallel. There, I think that's about right. Maybe a touch more back that way. I don't know. Something like that. Like one like right there. And another one like right here. And then I think... Honestly, I think we'll start with 3. I thought about putting 3 more across this side. I think we'll do that in the future. But we'll start with these 3 here. That's animal mud. Dirt is kind of what I want to put down. Just to kind of change it up. We already have plenty of gravel. I don't want everything to be gravel, because I think this will just add a nice little kind of change to everything that we got going on. Okay. Probably a little bit wider, maybe out to there. There we go. Still want a little grass in between them. There, yeah. Right about there is probably perfect. Yeah, kind of made a little bit of unevenness at the end just to kind of make it look more natural. Yeah, something like that. I think that'll be good. Now, I know we don't own this land yet. We will eventually, though, so I'm actually just going to... Because it'll let me paint on land I don't own. I'm just going to work this into our setup. We will buy the land eventually. I talked to the person who owns the land. He's okay with us doing this. To be fair, we've been using his kind of easement the whole time anyways. My bales are literally stacked out on his land. Which, by the way, if we look at time-saving stock, 605,000 liters worth of bales, which at the most be 54,000. So, I mean, that and the eggs, that's 200. We have 450,000 between what we're going to sell. We're holding on to the barley. We're not selling the barley off. We're going to hold on to it because we need to feed our chickens. And going forward, I think what we're going to do, we're going to plow these 2 fields together. And this is going to be our barley field down here. And then I'm going to put corn on this field. So we have more corn and we get a little less barley than we got this year. But this will be, I think, enough barley to keep up with hopefully 2 pens. If not, we can go, from there. We can figure that out. But yeah, so our next purchase will probably be one of these 2 plots. What is this? What are we looking at here? 133 and 70. So we're looking at about $200,000 worth of land there. We may buy some stuff before the end of this year, but I'm currently really happy with... I'm honestly really happy with how this little area over here is coming out. It's kind of our production area. Eventually we'll put some chickens next door. Honestly, we should just start the chickens, shouldn't we? We should just get them started. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's put in the chickens. We're going to do a second pen eventually anyways. We have the barley right now. I want maybe a little grass in between them since I know now kind of where that's going to sit. I think right there will do it. That's perfect. I do want grass up the sides of those, though. So let's do a little bit more kind of touch up here. Because I think this should be grass. I also think this back... Well, there's a door in the back. We're never going to use the door, to be fair. So actually, I'm going to just kind of... Oop, I didn't mean to paint over their field. I guess I already kind of took over part of their field, didn't I, right here? So maybe we make this a little bit bigger, and we kind of lock it in that row. Since that field is... I've invaded it on accident. And we can make that all grass. There we go. All right, that should be good for that. Let's do a little bit more there. Okay. Right through here, this all can be grass as well. And then this all can be grass up to here. And then this side along here can definitely be grass. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, up this side, that looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Oh, our farm is coming together, guys. I'm getting I'm so excited about how the series is looking. How is that grass compared to that? How is that grass? This the same grass? Yeah, this is the grass we want. Okay. Try not to spend all of our money, but also, as you guys know, I really like the farm to look good. I mean, you might as well spend the money on it. My argument is, yes, you could wait till you have unlimited money, fix it up, but I have to farm on this and live on this. I want to not just wait until the last episode of the series to make a good-looking farm. I want to do it before that. I want this farm to look nice. I want to enjoy it on the ride as well as at the destination. Put a little bit more grass in there. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet. Okay, we'll come up this side with some grass. Oh, that's perfect. I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Our corn harvest is going well. We'll put some corn in our cribs here in a second. I was like, where'd our eggs go? But they're not going to be in here. That makes sense. We don't have any chickens in here yet. How does the grass look on the inside of this one, actually? There's a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I think that's fine. Actually, we don't have to... Well, we do. I'll say we could move some chickens from there to there, but that's not how chickens work. We'll put another 500 in here, and that's kind of how we'll start off. So we'll do the 0-monthers. Do 250. And 250. And that'll be fine for them. And even having done all that, we can still reduce our loan back down to probably need a little bit of money for operating. So we're only sitting at 320. So really all of these upgrades cost us about $120,000. So not even actually, about 100 grand, including repairing. Oh, that guy's ready to be unloaded. Let's go unload that guy and we'll get that stuff put in the corn crib. So I can show you kind of how it looks. Gosh, I really like our farmyard. I just really love it. I'm loving it. I love that. I love that about farms, that you can build your own custom farm. I'm really happy with how our farm is going. I'll move the bales in our storage as well. I know they were just temporarily out there, but yeah, this we're not going to get a ton of corn off of this, but we'll get enough. We'll get some money out of it. Because if you compare corn prices, if we go to prices here, corn itself at the best is $8.74, and then dry corn at its best is $13.35, which we might sell in December, or we'll actually probably hold on to it until next year, and then we'll get a nice payout next year from it. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. I've got a lot of this stuff I'll end up doing off camera, like putting these fields together, getting stuff taken care of and things like that. But yeah, we'll go put this stuff in there, and then I will put a break in here. And looking at time, we're honestly a little over time for how long I like to have these episodes go. But I still want to finish the year out. So we will. I'll put a cut in here after we put this stuff away. We'll put the corn in the corn dryers. Get him. I just want him to get started, so I don't have any in the back trailers. We'll put this corn away, and then I'll do a break, and then I'll bring you guys back in January to kind of go over the finance. And the only thing I'll do off camera is kind of sell everything off. We'll have a lot of eggs and stuff to sell, so the money's gonna be looking good. It's gonna be looking good. And actually, I should have gone out to the road. We'll go out to the road right here on our little easement. And then you should be able to, in general, pull in here. It's going to be a little difficult with 2 trailers. Yep, I got stuck. Perfect. Got stuck again. Perfect. Alright, what we'll do is we'll loop around in this grass. It'll probably be easier when we get different trailers for carting and stuff like that. Eventually we'll get like a grain cart, but for now we're just dealing with what we got. I don't want to put all of it in each one. I want to put... There we go. That back one, that can all go in this one at least. Perfect, and that should have... Oh, wow. Why are they at 500 and... Why is that one at 540,000? It's got to be tied into the silo. Somehow. That doesn't make sense. Let's put some of the next one then. That one's actually filling up like normal. Okay, so that's kind of weird. That's how it should look. I'm assuming it has to have... See, these are both tying into the silo. Oh, that's frustrating. I might have to move that silo back. Oh, that's something I can do off camera. I might have to move it back away from these guys. We might just have to... I'll fix that off camera. But anyhow, I'll see you guys at the end of the year. All right, it is January to finish out the episode. I am pretty happy with how our farm's coming, to be honest. But let's go ahead and take a look at the finances for this bad boy. So, the bad news was we ended this year at, well, if we go down here, we ended this year out at negative 114. However, we had an income of $500,000. We just spent a lot of money. We made $170,000 selling the eggs, $235,000 selling the canola, $48,000 was from a silo we sold to replace it with the better silo, so that I don't really count that necessarily, so maybe about $450 is actually more accurate. And then the $53,000 here is from selling straw. So we didn't sell any of the dried corn. We'll sell that next year. We're not going to get a ton off of that, probably like 50, 60 grand, probably, maybe if that. Honestly, I don't even know if it'll be that much. It won't be a lot. It'll be similar to the straw. So a little bit, which is great, but I'm not worried about that this year. And then we'll get obviously more every year from the corn and stuff like that. Barley is just going into making this. So basically off of those 2 barley fields, I consider this to be the income from that. And that's only going to go up as we now have, well, soon we'll have eventually twice as many chickens. So key expenses this year to avoid. Other costs, that was like, that was the feed. We spent $48,000 on feed for the chickens, which is hopefully avoidable. A little bit on loans and other stuff like that. And $3,000 of this right here was buying more chickens. Obviously, building purchases, we're going to save on that $252,000. Those are investments. Vehicle purchases, $144,000. And land purchase. So these 3 right here is $480,000. That is just assets that we bought. So those aren't even expenses. So if we take that away, I mean, we're doing great. Honestly, we're doing really good. Our assets are doing good in here. I calculated it all out, put all the new stuff in. If we take a look here, we're obviously going to do a standard dividend of $25,000. Depending on how next year looks, we might be able to, get some of that back a little bit. The share value went up. It's now up to $24,000 a share, which the original share is $50,000, but it went up because the farm value went from $2.3 million to $2.4 million. So farm value went up about $122,000 there if you look at that really quick. So overall, the farm is trending in the right direction. Obviously, we took a hit here from these 2 here, but it's trending up in the right direction even though we're spending a lot of money. So that's good. The farm value is going up. We're going to be able to make some more and more money. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.